source told me this situation is worse than the Porter situation.
Oh, they released the information for a reason. The timing of the release is for a reason. The government wants to get as much attention as possible.
Oh, this is FBI? This isn't local. This is FBI?
Yeah, this is under federal investigation.
Oh, listen, brother, look. I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. If it's local police, you got a 50-50 chance. If it's the government, I'm just going to go and say, but good luck to you, brother.
If you're going to do those things, you got to be careful with how you maneuver, who you talk to. And when I say be careful, you can be in a fantasy football league. You can do those things. The minute you start talking about basketball and apps and all that, you are cooked. You deserve to go to jail. You deserve to have all of your contract taken, right? All of those things.
It's not worth it. To everyone listening, it's not worth it. It is not worth it, especially for these young guys in the league. Just don't do it. Guys, you're making enough money. You're living a dream. It cannot compute in your brain to even be an option.
All right, man. Let's talk, man. So, Kendrick Perkins said that that Malik Beasley situation is worse than what people know. Now, what's his name? Javante Porter, Michael Porter brother. You know, he got the whoopty blam, and he said it's worse than that. Said it could be severe penalties, including jail time, from what he told about the situation. Now, Malik Beasley ain't tripping. He in Miami, you know, shooting the basketball, still with the Pistons gear on. I seen on social media. You know, let me say this. I'm gonna tell you this, man. And this is a true statement. Who you are in the times of trials and tribulations is who you really are. So if you're down on your luck and you go get a gun and rob somebody, I mean, that's truly who you are. It's easier to have great character while everything is going right. But when you face with decisions, you know, especially when you robbing Peter to pay Paul, and all this allegedly, you know, Terry Rozier, you know, faced similar accusations. A lot of times we get ourselves in a hole and we try to, you know, use something else to get out of this hole. Before you know it, you didn't dig 3 or 4 holes. And, you know, it sounds like his situation is very severe. I mean, for the most part, a lot of these NBA players get mad at these insiders for leaking stuff, and then they get on TV and do the same thing. They get on TV and start telling their business. They get on TV and start being chatty patties. And then, you know, players don't like it. And then those same players get their opportunity and they do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't take what people say too serious when they criticize you. Oh, you're gossiping, or you're being a chatty patty. Like, if they had the same platform, they would do the exact same thing. We've seen it. Now everybody got a podcast, and, you know, some people are talented, some people are not. But for me, Malik Beasley, you know, that's why I say a lot of y'all be thinking these guys got all this money, but it's not about the money that you got a lot of the time. You have to have some money, but how do you manage it? That's what you got to start asking yourself. How do you manage it? That's exactly what you got to start asking yourself. How do you manage the money? You know, how do you manage the money? And for the most part, he had bad money management. And when you're young and you finally start, your first little job or you do some jobs, you start making money, you go crazy about everything you want to buy. I can make it back this way. I can get it back this way. I can get it back that way. And I can do this. And before you know it, you ain't got no money. So if you talking about prison time and all that type of stuff, he finished. And when you known for gambling or point shaving and stuff like that, if you known for that, like a lot of people won't even trust the person. They won't even trust the person that you are. So he can't even go overseas and make a living. He may not be able to go into another, place of employment and make a living, off his character. And like I said, you can have a heart of gold, and he's done a lot around the city. He's done a lot of charitable things around the city. But the one thing about it, man, especially being a man in today's society, one slip up can destroy your whole reputation. One lie can destroy your reputation even if you prove it's a lie. So when I'm talking about it's a thing, if you care what people think, you care about your reputation, you care about you, it's a thin line that you walk as a man. Because the wrong person you allow into your life, can destroy everything. Most of your biggest adversaries are people that you call friends. And think about the last part of friends. I think I have never heard nobody break it down. E-N-D, end. So just think about the whole word of friends. It sounds like it's supposed to end if you think about it. It sounds like it's supposed to end. The friendship is supposed to end. But usually those are the type of people that destroy you in your life. Think about God and the devil. The devil was his best angel. He wanted to do shit his way, so they fell out. So life is crazy. And the people closest to you, whether they blood, related, kinfolk, friendship, down since the sandbox, they will sit out there and assassinate your character. Even while y'all still friends, you don't even know it. So to me, all this time into this, getting divorced by his wife, and I could be wrong, sound like she plugged him. I heard NBA YoungBoy say, "I'm scared of people," and he's right. You should be. So if it's that greasy for him, if it's that greasy for him, I mean, we make our own bed. We gotta lay in it. We make our own decisions. We gotta lay in it. Gotta face the consequences with your chin up. Even if you ain't even do it, you still gotta face the consequences and hear the lies all summer about some shit that may or may not be true. And if you come out on top, you still can never have that. You can still never have that back. Y'all see Puff in court, the drawings of Puff in court? His hair all gray. It's come from stress. That come from absolute stress. You can't get, let's take years off your life. But if it's that bad, man, just pray for him. Hopefully he get through it. That's all you really can do. Man, the dude did a lot for the city. I don't really forget that. Even if I fall out with somebody, the good they did, I don't forget that. But it's unfortunate we live in a society where the whole shit that you do outweigh the good shit. Or the fantastic shit that you do. You ever seen the ending of Dead Presidents? All this shit I did for this country, you gonna say life? Life? So you really gotta watch who you help. Real talk. You could be helping the very same person that had that bullet in the chamber to take you out. And guess what? The signs are always there. You thought they was joking. You thought you was tripping. Oh, you overlooked it. Signs always there, dog. But hey, check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Everything inside the link tree. Peace.